This podcast is sponsored by sciencebased.learning.com. Discover your passion for languages with our innovative ebook, audiobook, and video system. Maximize retention using spaced repetition. Start your journey today.
How oral traditions enhance language acquisition for adult learners. Discover how oral traditions support adult language learning by improving listening, speaking, and cultural understanding in your journey to fluency. The powerful role of oral traditions in language learning. When we think about learning a new language, especially as adults, we often picture apps, textbooks, or maybe immersive travel experiences. However, one of the oldest and most fundamental approaches to language learning is oral tradition, the age-old practice of passing knowledge, stories, and culture through spoken word. As a language expert, I want to shed light on how oral traditions can significantly influence and improve your language acquisition journey. What exactly are oral traditions? Pro tip: if their answers are overloaded with jargon or they seem defensive, that might suggest you'll have a harder time working with them later. For language learners, especially adults, oral traditions offer a unique connection to the language's authentic rhythm, intonation, and cultural context that you can't fully capture from textbooks alone. Why oral traditions matter in language acquisition. Over the years, research into the science of language learning has shown that immersion in spoken language boosts comprehension and pronunciation skills. Oral traditions naturally include repetition, storytelling, and dialogue, all critical elements for effective language learning. Contextual learning. Oral traditions present language within meaningful cultural contexts, so learners don't just memorize grammar and vocabulary, but understand how language works in real-life situations. Improved listening and speaking. Listening to stories and songs encourages active listening skills, while encouraging learners to practice pronunciation and intonation. Memory boost. Stories and rhymes provide memorable language patterns which help retain vocabulary and sentence structures better than isolated word lists. Emotional connection. Engaging narratives create emotional hooks, making the language more personally relevant and motivating for adult language learners. How oral traditions support adult language learning. Adult language learning can be more challenging than when learning as a child, largely due to cognitive differences and less time spent in immersive environments. Oral traditions can help bridge this gap by introducing language in an approachable and natural way. Repeated exposure. Many oral traditions use repetition as a pedagogical tool, naturally reinforcing vocabulary and phrases to aid retention. Interactive storytelling. Participating in or listening to live storytelling encourages conversational practice and spontaneous language use. Cultural insights. Understanding the cultural background behind oral stories offers valuable context, helping adults relate words and expressions to everyday life. Focus on natural speech patterns. Oral traditions help learners internalize rhythm, stress, and intonation, which are critical for speaking fluently and sounding natural. Incorporating oral traditions into your language learning routine. If you're wondering how to incorporate these oral tradition techniques into your current study plan, here are some practical steps. Speaking of Pooks.ai, here's a little side note. I love recommending this platform because it's such a smart way to customize your learning content. You can create your own personalized books that perfectly align with your goals, whether it's for school, work, or curiosity. And the best part? You can create your personalized book now, for free. Imagine having exactly the learning material you need in one place, tailored just for you. It's a solid step forward in making personalized education more accessible to everyone. So to wrap this up, individual progress goals really put the power of learning back in your hands. It encourages a mindset that's less about competing or rushing and more about growing steadily at your own pace, with tools and strategies designed for your unique path. And in a world where education is becoming increasingly personalized with support from AI and innovative platforms, you've got more options than ever to make learning work for you. Next time you think about setting a learning goal, remember, it's not just about the end game, but about creating a personal learning environment that's exciting, manageable, and tailored to you. And hey, if you want to start making that happen right now, check out Pooks.ai. Seriously, give it a try. Memorize and recite. Pick a favorite folktale or proverb and memorize it. Reciting aloud helps build confidence and fluency. combining oral tradition with modern language learning science. While oral traditions offer a powerful and natural way to learn language, pairing them with modern techniques can greatly accelerate progress. The science of language learning emphasizes spaced repetition, active recall, and multimedia exposure, all of which complement oral storytelling. For example, sciencebasedlearning.com offers a simple ebook, audiobook, and video language learning system combined with an online practice app that uses the science behind spaced repetition to maximize your learning and retention. This system can work hand in hand with oral traditions by providing structured repetition and practice alongside rich audio content. Using this approach, adult learners can learn new words and phrases in an engaging, culturally meaningful way, while reinforcing them scientifically to ensure retention. By blending oral traditions' immersive, authentic language exposure with evidence-based learning methods, you create a balanced, efficient, and enjoyable pathway for how to learn a language effectively, no matter your age. Final thoughts. Oral traditions haven't lost their value in today's digital learning world. They remind us that language is not just a set of rules, but a living, breathing part of culture and human connection. Embracing oral traditions as part of your language learning toolkit can significantly enhance your listening skills, pronunciation, and cultural competency. As you work on your language acquisition journey, remember to engage with the sounds, stories, and rhythms of your target language through oral traditions. Combine this with modern science-backed tools like those offered at sciencebasedlearning.com, and you'll be on your way to reaching language fluency with both heart and efficiency. Ready to improve your language learning experience? Check out sciencebasedlearning.com for a simple science-based language system, including ebooks, audiobooks, videos, and an online practice app. Their unique blend of oral content and spaced repetition techniques is designed to help you retain more and learn faster, perfect for adult language learners looking to get real results.